Mission Impossible. I'm a therapist, I'm a researcher, but mostly I'm a therapist. I'm a CEO too, but at any rate, Mission Impossible. People's lives are impacted by what seem like little things. I'm going to pause this for a moment because I like the ambiance and I want to come back to it because people have problems. And let's say, for example, you're volunteering at your kid's little league, and it's preventing you from going on vacation. You put your time in, and maybe some of the kids aren't as responsive as you'd like to be, and what you thought would be a fulfilling situation is no longer fulfilling, and you've met all the people you want to meet, you've put your time in, you're a good person, you can pat yourself on the back, and now you went out, and they'll say, well, I can't quit because I signed up for 3 years of doing this. In 3 years, I mean, that's a lot of commitment. What about vacation? What about personal time? What do you want to do with your life? You've already put in your time. You're a good person. Well, I want to give them notice. Okay, well, why don't you do that? Oh, now they can come up with all sorts of excuses, but what it really comes down to is they're avoiding an internal experience that would be uncomfortable to tell them, like, I'm gonna change my mind and I'm not gonna do this anymore, and I'm like, all right, well, what is it gonna take to do that? Well, I've got to tell them. Well, how are you going to tell them? I got to send them an email. All right. Can you email or text? Yes. Okay. Do your fingers work? Yes. Can you see? Yes. I can see. And by the way, people who can't see can do all sorts of things and solve all sorts of amazing, complicated problems on a computer without being able to see the screen. And so I'm like, okay, well, what's the message? And the message is, we're coming up to the end of the year. So how about at the end of the year, I can no longer maintain this position for, personal reasons. Okay. So how long is that? I can't maintain this position starting at the end of the year for personal reasons. So it's like basically a sentence. All right. Well, how do you type it? Well, you pull out your phone, this big old heavy thing, and it's got glass on it, and you touch the glass, and then the glass has a little spot where you can type out the message, and then you can hit send, and by touching the glass. And in therapy, I'll ask them to do that, and they'll say, I can't do that.